Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. We are from Group 1 and we will be presenting our corporate finance assignment on recent merger acquisition case in Malaysia. Mergers and acquisition, or M&A, are important corporate strategy used by companies to expand their market share, strengthen their competitive position, achieve operational synergies, and create long-term value for shareholders. And today, business environment, many companies use M&A as a growth strategy to improve performance and achieve sustainable success. For our presentation, we have selected SIME UMW Berhad as a successful M&A case study. This case involves Sime Darby's acquisition of UMW Holdings, one of the most significant corporate transactions in Malaysia, automotive and industrial sector. Through this presentation, we will discuss the company overview, acquisition process, post-acquisition performance, and the reasons behind the success of this merger and acquisition. Before we begin, let us introduce our group members. First one, my name is Muhammad Hazid bin Sarah Amir, and the second one, Muhammad Hafizul Hakim bin Saidi, and the third one, Muhammad Aizam bin Muhammad Nazri, and the fourth one, Muhammad Nabihan Akmal bin Shafi'i, and the last one is Ani Alfiras bin Aidi Ahmad. So, now let us move to the company overview. Sime UMW Berhad was formed following the acquisition of UMW Holdings by Sime Darby. Both companies are among the most established and influential corporations in Malaysia. First, Sime Darby Berhad was established in 1910 and is one of Malaysia's largest multinational conglomerates. The company is listed on the main market of Bursa Malaysia and operates in several sectors, including industrial equipment, automotive, and healthcare. Sime Darby also has a business operation across the Asia-Pacific region and represents various global automotive and industrial brands. Meanwhile, UMW Holding Berhad was established in 1970, and it is one of Malaysia's leading automotive industrial groups. The company operates in automotive manufacturing, engineering, and aerospace industry. UMW is also a major shareholder of Pro2, Malaysia's largest car manufacturer, and operates UMW Toyota Motor, an authorized distributor of Toyota vehicle in Malaysia. Next, let's discuss the acquisition overview. In 2023, Sime Darby acquired a controlling stake in UMW Holding as a part of its strategic growth plan. The main objective of this acquisition was to strengthen Sime Darby's position in the automotive and industrial sector while expanding its market presence and creating operational synergies between the two companies. Following the acquisition process, UMW became a wholly owned subsidiary of Sime Darby in 2024. As a result, UMW was rebranded as Sime UMW, reflecting the successful integration of both companies under a single corporate structure. This acquisition is considered a successful M&A case because it enhanced Sime Darby's market position, increased operational efficiency, and strengthened its long-term growth potential in Malaysia's automotive and industrial sector. That concludes the company overview of an acquisition overview, and I will now pass the presentation by my next group member, and we'll discuss types of merger and acquisition that Sime Darby engaged in.
Now we will go into types of mergers and acquisition that the Sime UMW engages in. Firstly, the strategic foundation of horizontal integration. To understand how Sime Darby and now its core subsidiary Sime UMW operates on a macroeconomic scale, we have to look closely at its aggressive use of horizontal mergers and acquisition. This occurs when a company acquires a direct peer in the exact same industry to rapidly consolidate market power. The absolute textbook example of this was Sime Darby. RM 5.84 billion full takeover and privatization of UMW Holdings, which officially formed Sime UMW. Before this massive transaction, both entities were fierce competitors in the Malaysian automotive landscape. Sime was the undisputed king of luxury and premium electric brands like BMW, Porsche, and BYD, while UMW held the keys to mass market giants Toyota and Pro2. By executing these horizontal mergers, The group effectively unified these competing portfolios, eliminating substantial overlapping market positions and capturing a staggering 50% of Malaysia's total automotive market share under a single corporate umbrella. And for our second and for our second point, which is conglomerate diversification for economic resilience. The group's mergers and acquisition strategy doesn't stop at the automotive sector. They also heavily leverage conglomerate mergers and acquisition and product diversification to build economic resilience. In a volatile global economy, relying solely on consumers' car sales is risky, which is why SIME UMW maintains a heavily diverse portfolio spanning industrial and heavy equipment and high-tech manufacturing. Through strategic acquisition and regional distribution partnership, they have embedded themselves into the construction and mining sectors by supplying heavy machinery, while simultaneously scaling up an elite aerospace division. For instance, Sime UMW act as a Tier 1 supplier manufacturing a higher value aero engine fan cases for Rolls-Royce. This conglomerate structure ensures that even if consumer spending dips and slows down automotive sales, their heavy machinery or aviation manufacturing division can absorb the impact and stabilize the group overall financial performance. That is all for types of mergers and acquisition that the Sime UMW engages in. Thank you.
Assalamualaikum to Maidun Najiha. My name is Muhammad Aizam bin Muhammad Nazri. So I will continue with my presentation about pre-merger and acquisition situation or process of the company. Before the merger of these two companies, Sime Derby and UMW Holdings Berhad is the independent company that has their own successful achievement in Malaysia. For Sime Derby, they had established in 1910 as the one of Malaysia's largest conglomerates with strong operation in industrial equipment, automotive, healthcare and the logistics. Sime Derby has their goal as the company aim to strengthen its industrial and automotive business at the same time expand its market presence across Asia Pacific region. Until 2023, they are crowned as one of the world's largest distributor of Caterpillar equipment and serve their customer around Malaysia, China, Australia, Singapore and the others country. What about UMW Holdings Berhad? They was a leading Malaysian automotive and industrial equipment company and well known as distributor of Toyota vehicle in Malaysia. Also, there has a great growth opportunities and operational synergies that bring to their successful moment. And how can Sime Derby and UMW Holding Berhad being merged? In a late of December 2023, Sime Derby has announced a voluntary takeover offer to acquire all remaining ordinary share in UMW Holdings, and then they be the largest shareholder of UMW shares at approximately 61.18% of UMW shares with RM5 ringgit per share. But before they complete the acquisition, Sime Derby has carried out due diligence to assess UMW financial position, operation, asset, liability, and the business risks that make them interested to acquire UMW. There is so many importance on their merge and acquisition for their companies, such as strengthen automotive leadership, expand industrial business, and diversify their business. So that's all from me. Thank you.
After the merger and acquisition, SAM UMW entered the post-M&A phase, which mainly focused on integration and restructuring. First, the integration of operation, UMW fully integrated into SAMDB Group after the acquisition was complete in 2024. Means the both company combined the automotive, industrial, equipment businesses by sharing resources and networking. The group is able to improve operational efficiency. Second, the strongest automotive position after the acquiring UMW Holding, SAMDB become one of the dominant automotive player in the Malaysia. The group now has a stronger profile, including Toyota distribution and interest in Produa, which is increased in the market share efficiency. The third one is management change. Following the completion of the acquisition in 2024, UMW became a wholly owned subsidiary of SAMDABI. The leadership structure was recognized to support integration, ensuring that both companies are aligned with the group overall strategy and direction. Overall, this change helped some UMW operate more and efficiently and strengthen its position in the automotive industry. So here I will explain the reason why the acquisition of UMV by SIMDARBI can be considered successful. So first, the acquisition strengthened SIMDARBI position in the automotive industry. Through UMV, SIMDARBI gained well-known automotive brands such as Toyota and Perodua, which increased its market presence and helped attract more customers. So the second one is the acquisition improved the SIMDABI financial performance. UMV contribute positively to the group revenue and become an important growth driver, helping SIMDABI achieve a stronger financial result. Third, the acquisition enhanced business diversification beside the automotive sector. UMV is also involved in manufacturing engineering and aerospace industries. This provides SIMDABI with multiple sources of income and reduce dependence on a single business segment. Last, the integration process was successful. SIMDABI and UMV were able to combine their expertise, workforce, and resources effectively, leading to better operational efficiency and improved company performance. So the conclusion is the acquisition was successful because it strengthened market position, improved financial performance, diversified the business, and create a long-term value for SIMDARBI.
So now for the conclusion, the acquisition of UMW Holdings Berhad by SIMDARBI is one of the example of a successful horizontal acquisition that strengthens SIMDARBI's position in the automotive and industrial sector. Based on our findings, the merger and acquisition of SIM-UMW has been largely successful because it's aligned with SIMDARBI's long-term growth strategy, enhances shareholder value, and strengthens its competitive advantage in the Malaysian market. This case highlights the importance of strategic acquisitions in achieving corporate expansion and the long-term value creation. So that's all from us. Thank you.